Hey Fred, thanks for your last email. So I'll demonstrate the variance analysis agent within the FP&A workflow. The scenario I've shown you before, we've working with a regional manufacturing organization where the finance teams identified year-to-date revenues is tracking at 47 mil below plan, and the objective is just to move beyond static reporting and demonstrate how AI can automatically decompose variances, identify root cause analysis, and distinguish structural versus timing impacts, and then recommend forecast adjustments. So in this example, we've got precision assemblies where we're just trying to understand the drivers behind the revenue shortfall, and the business is currently 30 mil below plan with approximately 70% of volume linked to volume declines driven by ASEAN automotive production delays, and 30% is associated with pricing pressure from China. I'll just ask the agent to decompose the variance into volume, price, and mix impacts. And identify the operational drivers and determine whether the trend relative to previous quarters. So what the agent here is just analyzing the transactional and planning data, detecting patterns and generating an explanation layer automatically rather than relying on manual spreadsheet investigation. Next, we'll move to semiconductor components, where the business unit is 15 mil below plan, but the management believes roughly 10 mil is timing related rather than structural. While the customer orders shifting from Q3 into Q4. So I'll just ask the agent to validate whether the variance is genuinely timing related by pairing historical order patterns, shipment timing, and seasonality trends. So it will go into PA and do that. And notice how the AI is separating temporary timing impacts from underlying business deterioration, both of which is critical for accuracy while forecasting. And that's the methodology in which it'll do that, and the historical shipment pattern from January to March, April to June, July to September through to December, and our pattern. So the conclusion here, this variance is purely timing driven and underlying demand stays stable. Overall verdict, it provides us with a variance revenue where it's generally timed for PA, and the magnitude for the timing deviations is above normal seasonal fluctuations, confirming that the classification used in the reports. Alright. So now we'll review specialty materials. Revenues is currently on plan, but our gross margins deteriorated from 33% down to 29.8%, showing a 3.2% decline. So current assumptions suggest that 2.4% is driven by inflation, while another 0.8% is driven by adverse product mixing changes over the last 3 months. So I'll ask the agent to perform a margin bridge analysis and identify the underlying drivers contributing to the deterioration. So the AI is tracing margin erosion, and we can see where that's coming from, and that's back to the operational and commercial drivers automatically, and that's showing the mix in including mix shifts, commodity exposure, and just trend acceleration. And yeah, so that is how we're able to reduce the manual analysis effort by running AI commands through natural language to improve how we are able to get our report generation. Thanks.